What's going on, guys? Your boy Bags here. Welcome back to a video, probably one of the most important videos of your life. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin, the top, the bottom, is it in, what I think, how to maximize your gains, every single thing like that. So please lock in for a few minutes. Do not get brain rot. Take some notes. Please just lock in. I will try to help you make money. I've blessed a lot of you to make money if you just follow this all for free. Not financial advice, of course, but we've been right a lot of the time with Bitcoin and timings, okay? So we're going to go over Bitcoin, and let's go over our last video. This was 8 days ago. Only 12 of you watched it. You can go fuck yourself. But if you watched that, you made money. Watch. This is me up here.
Taking this out and then bouncing off this and continuing.
I wanted Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin. At 96K, I called this. I want Bitcoin to come out and sweep this low, bounce off that support, and then let's go higher. Okay, let's go check where Bitcoin's at right now. Oh, can we look? Bitcoin swept that, and now it's headed lower to where we wanted to. We wanted it to sweep those lows, right, and get all these people out, liquidate all of them, because that's what they've been all waiting for, right? And then we wanted it to bounce off our trend line. So let's put our little trend line here and see where it adds up. Wow. Isn't that crazy? Almost perfectly. And when I made that video, I called Bitcoin right 96K right here. Right before we had a red candle, we had 3 consecutive red candles in a day. Said we want to see something like this and then push off and go higher, right? So I want to talk about cycles and the 6-month cycle here in a second. But what I'm looking for Bitcoin is to bounce off like that, take these highs, retest, and we go higher, maybe to like 130, 140, 160. You know, we'll keep coming back, and I'll keep keeping you guys updated, right? I want to make something very clear, though, here. This may not hold. We could go lower and go down here. We could do something like that. We're just waiting for that 6-month weekly Bitcoin candle, and I'll talk about that here in a second. But when I made that video, I said, we're going to lose these levels, and everyone's going to say, oh, we're going to 50K, because that's what people think. We're going down here. And then, you know, what a lot of people think is never what happens. But you guys are taking advice from, you know, I don't know, whoever. But when I talk about that 6-month cycle and that weekly cycle, this is what I'm talking about. I found this picture to make it very easy for you by a guy, Camel Finance. He made it very easy to picture. There's a lot of other sources I use and whatever, but it's very hard to just follow like off me just telling you. So this is very easy. We see these bubbles, these blue bubbles are 6 months, right? So we see this arrow is what he's putting as the weekly low. So we see the 6-month low, another low, Bitcoin, another low, another one, right? Every 6 months. So now we're coming upon this one right here in 2025, right? February. He has his, very low, but I think his is more up here towards whatever. Mine is more towards, this 84K mark. But, so we're coming into that right now. And if you pay attention, after it dips, it runs up around 90% every time. And it's been happening. I want to make something clear. If this is in right here, let's say this is in, from 90% from here is going to bring us to about, hold on, that was bad. 90% from the low will bring us to about 156K. And then we'll have another weekly low pullback and see what happens. But I want to make something very clear. If we don't make a weekly low cycle and we break the trend and the weekly cycle's in and we just keep going lower, I will be the first to tell you the bull market's over, pack it up, try to sell all your shit and get out, right? But there's no need to panic yet. We got time. If you also don't know, Bob Lucas, Bitcoin Hopium, kind of what's been expecting, day 56 of 60 now, ending phases, whatever. He was calling this too back in January as well. See something like this, pull back, and then we go higher to whatever, 136. I've been saying 137 is a top, but I'll take higher. It is what it is. But he's been saying this too. We got to put in that cycle low, right? You cannot be scared to, when you see these big runs, we usually have pullbacks. Pulling back on a cycle low is great because then we go higher and we go a lot higher. That's what we're hoping for. Another thing I want to make clear, do not be buying a falling knife. If you would have DCA'd Bitcoin there, you'd be down on every one, right? I know, I get it, DCA, it's for people that, don't want to look at it, but you could just wait for that weekly cycle low we've been waiting for. You're not trying to catch a falling knife. We can be going lower, and then you'll be fucking mad at yourself that we're going lower. I know, if we do break out and we go higher, a lot of people can say, well, I DCA'd and, whatever. You could have had a lot more capital used lower, and I'm going to show you that exactly why here on Solana. I know we talk about Solana in almost every single video, but we're going to talk about it here. We talked about this. I sold most of mine here. I sold that because I knew Bitcoin was going to come into this pullback cycle. I also knew that Pump Fund and Solana was really outperforming a lot of these coins, and this was just, a lot of them were lagging, and this was outperforming a lot of them. So I knew that we were going to have a pullback. I didn't know it was going to be this big because Bitcoin's pullback was, pretty significant, and it's just been lagging in those ranges. But if you were DCAing here, 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 you're catching a falling knife. And what do I mean when you're catching a falling knife? It just only goes down, right? You never want to catch the chart when it's only going down. You want to find that support on its way back up. Yeah, you might not get the Pico bottom, right? You might not get that, but you'll be in a better spot when it keeps going up, right? So that's what you want when you're investing. That's just like a very, easy tip to learn. Of course, you can DCA on, other coins when we're in a bear market, if you get your check or whatever. If you have, stocks, ETFs, those are all good. But we're playing a game of cycles now with Bitcoin because it's in crypto because it's so volatile. I want to talk about ETH. This is where I think a lot of money is going to be made. I'm waiting for Bitcoin to put that cycle in and get that daily close. But if you've been buying on these dips, when we touch this support, you've been holding. I'm waiting. I'm not trying to time the Pico bottom. I'm not trying to time the Pico top. But we will come very close. I'm talking within probably 10 to 15%. I'm okay with leaving 10, 15% on the table as long as I can make, 80, 90% of what I'm putting in. I think what we're going to get with ETH here soon is a huge buying opportunity, and we're going to see something like this to 7K. We're going to break out of this trend like this. Let me show you here. We're going to break out of this. We're going to start going up, and then we're going to start seeing something like, hold on. Let me just. This is what I was looking for. Now I fucking can't grab the damn thing. Oh my God, dog. I'll just use it like this. All right, it's not what I was looking for. I just wasted you guys' time. I think we're going to see something like this, right? Let me show you. We see this here, then we start to break out, and we start to go higher. Once we break this, we're gone. So I think Bitcoin's going to put it in rotation to Ethereum. I still think Andy, Pepe, Wolf are very good gains to Ethereum. Obviously, Ethereum is safer. Also looking to get long and, shit like that. Also, there is something we need to talk about, though, on Bitcoin. We could be seeing something like this in Bitcoin, okay? Let me just bring up the Coinbase one I had. We could see something like this in Bitcoin, which is not good. It's called hyperwave. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull back, we go back up, and then we're fucked, right? And we could be seeing something like that right now. And now we're having that pullback. We'll have that little rally, and then we'll be gone. I don't think that's going to happen, but that has to be in our minds, right? We're not trying to, call exactly everything. We just want to make the most money, right? So that's what we're trying to call. I want to give that to you guys there. I want to tell you guys not to catch a falling knife. What I think is going to happen with Bitcoin, I've called it all pretty good. We're looking at that 6-month cycle. We're looking to maximize our gains. Don't catch a falling knife, right? Oh, one of the last things, very important things. Let me just clear all these. If you go on, TradingView, and you can add an indicator up here. If you go to Pi Cycle, these have been very, very strongly in calling Bitcoin tops. So basically what they do is when you see these two lines, right? They're basically like RSI. When they intertwine, that's when we have a cycle top. So it's called the last ones, intertwine cycle top. All the way down here, they intertwine somewhere like right here, cycle top, and then it keeps going down, right? Obviously, they get smaller and smaller to see. But right now, we're seeing this one here, this here. So we could be seeing something like this to that 160K mark, and it could be all adding up. I just wanted to throw that in there. Obviously, don't go based off just indicators, but that's another thing that helps support our thesis going higher. They're very far apart, so maybe we'll see something come in like this. Link up somewhere up in these levels towards 160. But when we get there, we get there. I wanted to bring this video to you guys and, not let you panicking and throwing all your money away. So that's what I think of the cycles, and that's what I'm talking about.